I don't know if I trust the looks on their faces. They all back away.
They arrive daily from every settlement in the region. Skyhold is becoming a pilgrimage. If word has reached these people, it will have reached the Elder One. We have the walls and numbers to put up a fight here, but this threat is far beyond the war we anticipated. But we now know what allowed you to stand against Corypheus, what drew him to you.
He's insane. Who cares? No more chosen nonsense. He wanted the anchor.
He came for this, and now it's useless to him, so he wants me dead. That's it.
The anchor has power, but it's not why you're still standing here. Your decisions let us heal the sky. Your determination brought us out of Haven. You are the creature's rival because of what you did. And we know it. All of us. The Inquisition requires a leader. The one who has already been leading it. You.
Nobody asked me?
Are you insane? They expect a savior, someone with divine power.
They want you.
Because they think I'm chosen.
They believe you are chosen because of what you have done, what you have inspired in all of us. Without you, there would be no Inquisition. Where you lead us, what kind of leader you are, that is up to you.
So one theory is that Cassandra was actually intended to be made Inquisitor, and she's actually deferring the position to you, because you'll notice that after this she doesn't show up anymore with the other advisors or at the war table. Oh, so we have so many options here. I can declare as a mage or an elf.
Corypheus will never let me live in peace. He made that clear. He intends to be a god, to rule over us all. Corypheus must be stopped.
Wherever you lead us. Have our people been told?
They have. And soon, the world.
Commander, will they follow?
Inquisition, will you follow? Will you fight? Will we triumph? Your leader, your herald, your Inquisitor!
Josephine. Hero kicking the door. Yeah, and see, Cassandra's gone now. She's not there. She's not with them.
So this is where it begins.
It's a mess.
It began in the courtyard. This is where we turned that promise into action.
But what do we do? We know nothing about this Corypheus except that he wanted your mark.
Okay, we had to have been here for weeks to have that sword especially forged. There's no way, but no one ever... This is the first time we actually kicked in the door to the castle. Let's see, what do we know? Is he allied with Tevinter?
Corypheus wants to restore Tevinter. Is this a prelude to war with the Imperium?
I get the feeling we're dealing with extremists, not the vanguard of a true invasion.
Tevinter is not the Imperium of 1,000 years ago. What Corypheus yearns to restore no longer exists. Though they would shed no tears if the South fell to chaos, I'm certain.
Can he really become a god?
Corypheus said he wanted to enter the Black City, that this would make him a god.
He is willing to tear this world apart to reach the next. It won't matter if he's wrong.
What if he's not wrong? If he finds some other way into the Fade?
Then he gains the power he seeks, or unleashes catastrophe on us all.
And what about his dragon?
Could his dragon really be an archdemon? What would that mean?
It would mean the beginning of another blight.
We've seen no darkspawn other than Corypheus himself. Perhaps it's not an archdemon at all, but something different?
Whatever it is, it's dangerous. Commanding such a creature gives Corypheus an advantage we can't ignore.
Are we actually safe here?
Could he strike at us here? We can't have a repeat of what happened at Haven.
Skyhold has the bones to withstand Corypheus. After what you did with one trebuchet, I'd bet against direct attack.
We do have one advantage. We know what Corypheus intends to do next. In that strange future you experienced, Empress Selene had been assassinated.
Imagine the chaos her death would cause. With his army.
An army he'll bolster with a massive force of demons, or so the future tells us.
Corypheus could conquer the entire south of Thedas, god or no god.
I'd feel better if we knew more about what we were dealing with.
I know someone who can help with that. Everyone acting all inspirational jogged my memory, so I sent a message to an old friend. She's crossed paths with Corypheus before and may know more about what he's doing. She can help.
Really? Okay.
I'm always looking for new allies. Introduce me.
Parading around might cause a fuss. It's better for you to meet privately, on the battlements. Trust me, it's complicated.
Right.
Well, then, we stand ready to move on both of these concerns.
On your order, Inquisitor.
I know one thing. If Varric has brought who I think he has, Cassandra is going to kill him.
Oh, Varric. Varric.
This is the Inquisition. A dusty old ruin filled with barbarian soldiers.
If you shut your mouth and open your eyes, you'd see that the Inquisition is our one hope.
Thank you. I appreciate that. This obviously needs some fixing up. There is... Oh, good lord. Yeah, this needs some help. Okay, there is a lot of quests happening. We also... I saw codices pop up. So, yes, over here. Characters. Oh, Cole. He's not that old. Perhaps 20 years, no more. He has blonde hair that hangs in front of his eyes. He wears dirty leathers. Perhaps the only clothes he owns. He was there when you found Reese in the Templar crypt, but you couldn't see him. Nobody can. And those who do forget him, just like you are right now. Remember the dream. A letter allegedly written by former Knight Captain Evangeline of the Versad, found in the spire in the aftermath of the Mage Uprising. So, if you read Asunder, Cole is a major character in that book. So that's what that's referring to. Corypheus. Let me tell you what I know about the Seven. Those Tevinter mages said to have entered the Golden City long ago. Each was a high priest to one of the old gods. Each came to the ritual shrouded in secrecy, hiding their true name even from each other. They were competitors, you see. The old gods told them they would break into the Golden City and usurp the Maker's throne, but only one of them could sit on that throne. Each assumed a title related to their role in casting the ritual. Some texts claim they had a leader, the High Priest of Dumat, called Corypheus. He did not rule this group, but instead conducted it, coordinating their efforts to achieve a magical feat never since replicated. They breached the Fade, walked physically in dreams, and changed our world forever. Perhaps these seven were the first darkspawn, Cursed by the Maker, as the Chant of Light tells us. Perhaps not. One would think these magisters long dead, but there are whispers this is not so. Think, if you will, what might become of the minds of such beings, corrupted by the blight, cast down from prideful folly, simmering in resentment and darkness for over 1,000 years. Where would such men live? Who knows of them? For someone must, if whispers persist. What secrets do they yet hold, and what would we do should any one of them return to the light? With luck, these are questions we will never have to answer. So apparently, the architect from Dragon Age Origins may also be one of the 7. He was supposed to make an appearance in this game, and that got cut for reasons I'm not aware of. But something to think about anyway. Horror. Whatever you do, don't get close to those red Templars with giant lumps on their backs. They can spit lyrium. You can actually see it growing before they fling it at you from their palms. One hit Heinley in the face. He'd have a massive scars if I hadn't been there to heal wounds as we plucked the stuff out. We started to beat it down with some spells, and the air went sour. I felt sick, like you do when you're around too much raw lyrium. Liara almost passed out. I grabbed her and ran. With luck, the thing found better prey than us. I never loved the Templars, but seeing them mutilated with lyrium doesn't give me any cheer. I don't understand why they didn't inflict this on themselves. Yeah. Red Templar archers. So I thought maybe I've read these, but now I don't. Now I'm not certain. So I'm gonna read them, and I apologize if I'm repeating myself. Take aim. Red lyrium isn't the weak stuff they feed you all your life. The song is deeper. It's got a will of its own. Tame it, and it will do things the Chantry's instructors never dreamed of. Listen. Focus on the arrow in your hand. Pour power into it when it leaves the bow. That strength can fly across a battlefield and punch a hole through the thickest armor, and soon you won't need to stop to hear it. Practice, and the song will always be in your blood and fire. Do you remember when I was tracking some mages hiding in the mountains? I found those Red Templar heretics attacking them. The Templars turned on me as well. The soldiers looked like normal men and women, but they rained down blows so hard it numbed my arm through my shield. Took me 3 minutes to kill just one, and he only stopped when I cut off his head. That's when I saw their leader, a huge, misshapen knight. He made a gesture, and a streak of light streamed from him into one of the soldiers. Red lyrium burst through the soldier's face. He changed into some kind of thing that made the mages all sick. I still don't know how we survived. These mages are children and frightened scholars, hiding from the war after their circles fell. Still, if one of them wasn't a healer, I'd have lost my sword arm. I'm sure I read this. When I saw Templars marching up the road, my heart was glad. I asked if they'd come to stop the rebel mages who burned down the farms, but one growled it was none of our business. That was when I noticed his eyes were red. Not like he'd had a long night at the inn, but really truly red. Verney announced these were the band's lands, and it was his business who was in them. The Templar bastard cut him down without a word. 12 of us against 3 of them, and we never got a strike past their shields. They're stronger than any man I've known. The Templars swung full tower shields of metal like they weighed nothing. We had to run. Tell the band to seal the castle gates against any visiting Templars. At first I was only suspicious. Some of my brothers and sisters were acting strangely, spending time in the company of those who only days earlier we hadn't even given a passing glance. I would enter a room and they would all be sitting together, talking in hushed whispers. And then they would stop altogether. I felt my intrusion keenly and withdrew, wondering how it was that I was not included in this group. Was there dissension in the Templar ranks? Were they speaking of rebellion against the Seekers of Truth? I could not fathom it, so I kept my peace. Then I saw the lyrium vows of Sir Randall kept in his gear. It was accidental, as he had them wrapped in dark cloth, and immediately covered them when I entered his quarters. But I did. They were red, not blue. Again, I held my tongue. Now I wish I had not. More and more of my fellow Templars stop talking when I walk into rooms. There is little talk of continuing our hunt for the rebel mages. There is little talk of anything at all. I see the red vials they wear openly around their necks. No longer hidden, they are stronger than the rest of us, and it suddenly seems as if proper blue lyrium has become rare. Shortages, they tell me. I saw Sir Randall this morning, and his eyes were red. For the first time, I'm wondering if I should abandon my post and flee the Order for good. Sir Caitlin of the... Yeah, you should get out of there. Definitely get out of there. The Red Templars are exactly what they sound like. They are Templars who have been fed red lyrium, and the results are precisely what happened to Meredith and Kirkwall. It improves their powers, grants new ones, and increases their strength beyond what a human body should bear. Over time, red lyrium will turn them into beasts. Crystals will grow inside their bodies, even, I am told, sprouting through their heads. In the end, the Red Templars will be lost, mind and soul, to roaring madness. Did the Chantry push our Templars too far? Or was this break inevitable? Maker, help us. I pray it was not us who drove our good knights into becoming monsters. Mother Clarice of the Grand Cathedral to a friend. Page from an enchanter's journal, scorched to near illegibility. The style is an old Ferelden dialect, circa mid to late Divine Age. Experiments in ambient lingerings, first staging. The question isn't, is it special? The question is, how special? We found relics, but there are always relics. Elves ranged far before their empire was crushed, but rarely did they return where they did not build. This place they visited again and again. I see it in the fragments. Clays from different nations, not just craftsmen. Styles from different centuries, not just clans. And yet no record of a ruin. The structures here are all Ferelden, with stone ferried up by a typical madman. Whatever was here, whatever natural spire, it was flattened for a floor. But I know the common shapes, and I will erect them as was custom, and we shall see what the elves wish to see. The note below is in a different, uneducated hand. I finished this for Master Ganot. His workings brought lightning, much lightning. The roofs are pools of metal now, and all his workings burned. Master was also struck. I write for him, his last words, because his fingers are ash, and he did not live the night. The veil is old here. Huh. I had not read that codex before. Wow. Okay. That's actually pretty significant, but I can't talk about it because spoilers. We are still getting, oh, if I leave and come back, please tell me this will still be here. I should save. Let's save. I'm hoping this doesn't officially count as leaving.
Now, what did they make down here, and what can I make?
We have a storage chest. Means I can dump all my shit in there. Finally. What's this? Harden Hightown Chapter 6. Hi, kitty. Hello. And this? The Undercroft. Cataloging Skyhold Undercroft editions. Difficult. To be clear, we can add all the equipment our backs can bear, but structural changes are best avoided. With new walls and such, you need anchors to tie in new stone, which means excavation, and I wouldn't go messing with the Undercroft. Seems like it was built to purpose, whatever that was. The whole keep has settled on top of it. It's weathered some serious heat and pressure. There are spots that feel like the inside of a forge. Large spots. No idea what that means. It's as solid as you get, so fill it full of tools and toys. But there's a dwarven name for someone who tries to change an old building like that. Sodding fool. Structural excavation for Lady Lavellan's consideration. Yeah. Don't mess with it. We can craft our armor. Our nug is here. What's this? Oh, that's our DLC stuff. It's still here. Oh no! Okay, this is new stuff. I don't like that armor either. This is for a warrior. Skyhold customizations. So most of this stuff is cosmetic. And hang a Dalish banner. But we're here as the Inquisition, so the only things that matter I don't think are here yet. There's a couple customizations that make a slight difference. Upgrade potions, equip potions.
Served a lord who loaded his catapults with anvils. Point made.
Can I talk to you?
I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one lifetime.
Fair enough.
This place, though, it'll be alright. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
You and me both.
You think it's strange to say. It's stranger to hear.
Don't let it go to your head. We need you level. Everyone just got a big, hard reason to hate Corypheus. And we already did, but we didn't have a name. You're the surprise, not him.
Did you bring anything from Haven? And this is special. We're getting the special symbol because we helped him break into the building he was trying to get into.
We left in a hurry, but you got into your old place. Save anything?
Family hammer. It's as stupid as it sounds. It's good to be back at work.
How are the new facilities?
How is this place shaping up as a forge?
Better than Haven ever could be. Not the way I wanted an upgrade, but ever forward.
Everything's functional.
You've got it all up and running?
Your basics, like always. There's space here for, I don't know what. This place was built for something big. It'll be a job to fill it.
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
So many thoughts and theories about Skyhold that we don't have answers to as of yet. Okay, alright, the mess is still here. Good. Once we leave on the map and come back, stuff will get cleaned up. But I wanted to explore this as a as being broken down. Josephine.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the highest stakes, and to the death.
The Court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
Dangerously unstable.
Exactly what do you mean? How is it more dangerous than usual?
The Empress is in the middle of a civil war. Her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard, seeks to take her throne by force. Leliana reports that a group of elves has been sabotaging both armies, drawing out the hostilities. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Thedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Celine is holding peace talks under the auspices of a grand masquerade. Every power in Orlais will be there. It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
I don't have a thing to wear. Did you warn her?
Does Celine know about the threats against her? Can we send word?
I've sent messages to the Empress, but it's impossible to know if she's received them. I'll arrange for an invitation at your discretion, Inquisitor.
Okay, I feel like we should have waited for this and come back. I want to talk to my companions. We'll come back and talk to Josephine. I want to... That's getting down to business, and I'm not ready to get down to business yet. Can we get in here? Yes, we can. Oh! Solas is set up.
What was this place? So much room for whatever was here.
What is that? What is that? It just looks like a box. Request for resources on the Fade. Regarding your request, as noted, partner of the Inquisition, Lady Montelier has ensured our contacts are quick to reply. The few titles on hand accompany this letter with the remaining en route from libraries in Valreo and surrounding. Archivist Bannon. Fade and Spirits Mysterious by Brother Genitivi. Enchanter's Observations by Anonymous. The Unholy Grace on Silver Chords by First Enchanter Irving. Wisdom Failed the Hedge Mage. Collected by First Enchanter Heron. Translations of Lavellan Excavation, also Brother Genitivi. To Vinter Journeys Inward by Arcanvius. Our Orlesian Heart by formerly Sister Ladine. Speaking to the Other, a translation. On Lyrium, a Templar's memoir. Dalish Myth and Collected Truths Against by Sister Petrine. Elvenon Duis Falsis. Triu Matradrakas. Untranslated, author unknown. There are 2 more pages of titles listed beneath. What are you studying? Oh, he's got one of the crystal shard things that the yeah, okay, that the skulls help us find.
How can I help?
I don't know, thoughts on Corypheus?
I need to know more about Corypheus.
We spoke of this on our travels to Skyhold. What more can I tell you? Cassandra and Varric seem more familiar with our adversary.
Well, I'm asking you. I want your thoughts.
You've given me good counsel before. I could use some now.
My apologies, Inquisitor. My poor manners shame me. I claim no secret wisdom, but I will guess as best I can.
Okay. Can you tell me more about this orb?
I would like to know more about the orb he carries.
As I said, that must be the means by which he created the breach. I suspect the blast to destroy the Conclave was more accident than anything. The result of unlocking power that had sought release for ages. What I cannot understand is how he managed to survive such an explosion.
And it's Elven, you said.
You said that you believed the orb is Elven.
I never would have believed a Vinter mage could unlock such a powerful relic. It clearly enhances his abilities, giving him access to power he should never have known.
Like the power to control the Archdemon?
Indirectly, one assumes. Nothing in any lore connects my people to the old god dragons who became archdemons.
Any idea what he'll do next?
What do you think Corypheus will do next?
You shamed him when you destroyed Haven. Spoiled his glorious victory. It would be worse to acknowledge that you had done so. He must continue on his course or show weakness. He will return to his plans to throw Olay into chaos, and then conquer it for Devinter.
You're certain?
You're sure that's what he'll do?
As certain as is possible. Assuming I can plausibly predict a man who seeks to rise to godhood.
And can you?
The key is understanding this. No real god need prove himself. Anyone who tries is mad or lying. His deception will undo him, as it has done countless fools before.
What is his power base?
What can you tell me about the source of Corypheus's power?
According to the law, the ancient Magistars of the Vinter received guidance from the old gods. Corypheus commands a false archdemon, a corrupted old god. This suggests he no longer sees himself as their minion. Some of his unique power comes from the corruption of the Blight. The rest may come from the orb he carries.
We can talk more about him, but I want to save
We'll
that.
talk later.
Goodbye.
Unique insights as always, Solas. Can't go through there. I think what we want to do is we want to go... Let's go out. I can go up, but let's go out. Okay, nothing really happening in there.
Look at this place. It's a bloody palace it is. Fit for a king, eh?
Definitely impressive. Oh, Vivian.
It was a mistake to use Haven as a base of operations. The town was completely indefensible.
So, oh man, Vivian. You can blame me later. I mean, she is right. She is absolutely right. And she wants you, I mean, people died. People died, and she's upset about it. And she wants you to realize the mistake that was made and to not make it here, and I get that. She doesn't say it She does not say it in the best way. I mean, she is right, but the way that she said that, I think Anon would probably snap back at her.
A lot of our people just died. We will discuss whose fault that is later.
Now is always the time, my dear. The past cannot be changed, and tomorrow may never come. You left yourself vulnerable to attack. It was a miscalculation, one that I'm sure you won't repeat. But the enemy struck a serious blow against you and the Inquisition. We must recognize that. You must.
It looks like I didn't learn any disapproval, so much depends on me. Mind your own business. It worked in our favor. Yeah, no, right. I think this one.
I'm not going to forgive what happened at Haven. Corypheus will answer for what he's done.
You're angry. Good. Anger can save you when everything else is gone. Just make sure you put it to good use. Our enemy advances, Inquisitor. We must not sit idly by. Act first and teach them to fear us. You can become the leader the faithful require, but you must do it soon.
Okay, that wasn't a terrible conversation. Cat, will you please stop?
Whatever is the matter this time,
She
dear?
still freaking hates me. Okay, alright. Oh, Maeve.
Thank you for saving my life, and giving us a chance to help. I'm mostly studying now, but Hellisma can talk to you.
Okay.
Inquisitor.
Alright, that's all she has to say. She's studying, which is what she wanted to do, which is good.
So, this is Skyhold. Come, let's walk the ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications. We'll be able to see Corypheus coming from miles away.
We're safe for now. Or he'll be ready. I don't know, can you be ready for him?
Corypheus thinks we're beaten. By the time he finds us, we'll be legion.
I know soldiers. I know our soldiers. Corypheus made 100 enemies when he kicked down our door. And when he came after you, he really made it personal. I swear I'll take that twisted bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
You can flirt. Thank you. You're taking this hard. You're no good to me dead.
You see this as a personal insult, don't you?
If it's not personal for you, maybe it should be. The people flock to your banner, eager to fight for the Herald of Andraste. Their faith is a leash, and your Inquisition has taken hold of it. Tell me honestly, are you what they say you are? Andraste's chosen?
No.
I wish they'd understand that I'm really nobody.
You're somebody. Don't you see what you are to them? Without you, they'd be consumed by despair. We all would. They need you to be Andraste's messenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter. Listen to me talk. Your time is valuable and I've wasted enough of it.
Okay. Well, that conversation, I don't know if that went well. Oh, this is a mess. Some of these never get cleaned up. I don't think this this whole Inquisition business has really sunk in for her. Oh, I think that diamond is for the war table. Oh. I was not... Okay, let me go in here. Let me see what's in here. Before I go do that, I wasn't planning on this. It just came up here with Blackwall. Okay. Alright. Let's do this.